welcome to Steps Ballroom Online. This video will serve as our week 7 and 8 recap video for our Hustle 2 live stream class series. If you'd like to be part of our future live stream classes, you can reach out to us via email at dance@stepsballroom.com, or you can find us via our social media links, which you'll find down in the description. Make sure you like and subscribe, and also hit that notification bell so you receive updates for whenever we post future recap videos. Now, as our final video for this Hustle class live stream, we are going to be focusing on a total review sequence, starting with our first pattern from Hustle 2, which is our 3-count basic, moving to our final pattern, which was our straitjacket from our last class. After we finish our total review, we will debut our challenge pattern for this class, which will be baby doll rolls. So let's get started. All right, so for our last class, again, we're doing our review sequence of all of our patterns up front. We will tackle our challenge pattern as a separate piece at the end of the section. This will not be connected to our full sequence. So our Hustle 2 sequence will start with 1 prep step, moving into 4 measures of right turn, into alternating turn 3, which is the windowed version of right turn for the leader, moving into our double turn 3, which will be the underarm duck variation for the follower. After the end of that, we will move into 4 measures of our Grapevine stationary rotation. Releasing our partner out, we will then move into the 8-measure sequence for alternating turns 4, which is man's leader's side pass into the rainbow pass motion, ending with that single arm double turn for the follower and 1 prep step. At the end of that 8-measure motion, we will move into our hip check motion. This will also be an 8-measure sequence. We will bring our partner into the hip check, dancing hip check for 4 measures, getting out with a cross-handed double turn for the follower. And at the end of that sequence, we will have 2 measures of basic right turn to regain our footing before moving into the new sequence, which will be the straitjacket motion for 8 measures again. Once we finish the 8 measures of straitjacket, we'll repeat the whole sequence and continue from there. Now let's take that whole sequence with our partner with the music. Tempo before you go will be, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, and prep. 2, 3, right turn. 2, 3, and 2, and 3, and 4. All 3, and 3, and 4. Double turn 3, and 3, and 4. Grapevine, and 4. All 4. Last one, double turn, and prep, hip check. Double turn, right turn to finish, straitjacket. Over the head, pace, double turn, left turn, release, to prep out. So our challenge pattern, which is baby doll rolls, we want to tackle this like we've done all of our other patterns for Hustle 2, working the general body position and arm work before we get to the footwork. So we're going to start in double hand hold position after coming out of straitjacket. We're going to lead our partner into a side-by-side position as if we were setting up left turn, our pattern from Hustle 1. If you want a breakdown of this pattern that's precursor to this, you can find that in the playlist link above. So as we bring them in to the side-by-side position with the fish hook lead, getting to here. Now what's going to vary here is I'm going to go ahead and release this arm out and reach around to grab towards my partner's hip. As my partner feels me grabbing towards their hip, the follower is going to take both arms up and above their body. In a perfect world, when you have a completely high ceiling, you're going to lock wrists and shoot them up. The goal here is to get the elbows above and outside your head and to not let them drift down so that as we're turning around, we're presenting a clock our partner in the middle of the pattern position. So we want to get those arms up and above our head. If we have a low ceiling, you're actually going to go ahead and you can just grab both elbows above your head here and keep them high. Now don't rest it on top of your head. You want to keep this a little bit shaped, but we want to get our elbows up by the sides of our head so that they're clear and out of the way. So as we brought them in and we've dropped and gone to the hip, our follower is going to take their arms up. We are now going to lead 3 double turn motions in a row from this position. We're going to lead our partner by pulling the hip to start the double turn. And then as they track through the double turn, I'm going to use the point of my right hand to slide into the small of their back to brace the end of the motion, moving with them to the opposite side. I'm going to take my left hand around again to initiate the next double turn. I'm going to point into their back to brace them as I move to the other side. So this is a repeating sequence moving around and brace. We're going to do a couple extra here. Moving around and brace. One more. Moving around and brace. We're only going to do 3 in our sequence. At that point, you're going to ask for their hand, and then our follower can release the cross, bringing one hand down behind their partner's neck, grabbing the other hand as we release them out in front, like a standard left turn release to reconnect back to basic. All right, let's walk that through one more time with the measure sequence that we're going to use. We're only going to do a 4 measure sequence of this. So as we bring them into the motion, we're going to bring them in on measure 1. We're going to start the double turn on measure 2. We're going to continue the double turn on measure 3. I lied, we're going to continue the double turn on measure 4. We're going to release them out on 5, and then we'll prep out on 6. So this is a measure sequence. It's not going to go to 8 or 4. We're going to go 6 measures total on this pattern to finish. So if you want to round this out to 8 measures, we can loop in 2 right turns at the end of the sequence. The leader's footwork for this and the follower's footwork for this are going to be exceedingly simple. We're really using just 1 or 2 types of footwork for this, and it's the same footwork we've been tackling this entire time since week 1 of Hustle 1. What's difficult about this are the repetitions of turns. So the follower's footwork, we have 1 prep step. The rest of this pattern sequence is left turn footwork. Again, the full breakdown of left turn footwork in a more methodical session can be found in the link in the playlist link above. The challenge here for the leader is going to be that if you need to abandon your footwork to stabilize your follower, do it. Your job is to make them look good going through these turns. If we can get the footwork and the turns, great. If we can only get the turns and you have to fudge your footwork to make it look good, that's what you should be doing. But the footwork going in as written, we start with a prep step and prep 2, 3. We're going to fish hook them into left side position as we start on the first measure, and 1, 2, 3. Measure 2, measure 3, measure 4 are all going to be left turn for the leader, stepping and 2, 2, 3, and 3, 2, 3, and 4, 2, 3. And 5, we continue left turn, but we exit back out to standard basic. And 5, 2, 3, we'll prep out on and 6, and 6, 2, 3 to balance out. Again, if you want to round this out to 8 measures, we would just continue with 2 basic right turns here, and right turn, 2, 3, and right turn, 2, 3 to finish the pattern sequence. Taking that one more time all the way through, starting from 1 prep step, we have 5, 6, 7, 8, and prep, 2, 3, and 1, bring them in here, and 2, left turn 3, and 3, 2, 3, and 4, 2, 3, and 5, release them out, here, and 6, 2, 3, and 7, right turn 3, and 8, right turn 3, finish out. follower, the concept of the footwork is simple. The actual application of the footwork is hard. What we have is one basic right turn to get into left turn position. And then after that, we are going to have 3 in a row double turn footwork sequences. So it's not difficult in knowing what comes next. It's just difficult in doing 3 double turns in a row. The end of the double turn will have one single left turn releasing us out to standard handhold, a prep step, and then those right turns to balance out if we want to round out to measure 8. So as we start into this, we have and prep, 2, 3. Single right turn, fish hooking us into the side then, and 2, or 1, 2, 3. Measure 2, we're going to feel him drop the arm and reach to our hip. Again, at that point, we want to go from being on his shoulder and being here to taking the arms out to go up and get them up out of the way. The lifting the left arm up and across is easy. This arm, again, you want to match that motion, getting up to that either cross position or held position. From here, you have double turn for measure 2. So we're going to have and 2, 2, 3. Measure 3, double turn. And 3, 2, 3. Measure 4, double turn. And 4, 2, 3. Measure 5, single left turn as he's going to ask for the hand. We're going to come down and bring down. And 5, 2, 3 to fall out to prep step. And 6, 2, 3, rounding it out with 2 right turns. And 7, 2, 3, and 8, 2, 3 to finish. The hardest this will ever be as a follower is doing this by yourself, practicing your footwork. Because it's very easy to spin out and lose point of reference while you're trying to do double turn, double turn, double turn. So the most important thing for you to do while you're practicing this with yourself, which will hopefully translate when you dance this with your partner, is we want to spot the hell out of those motions. Now, double turn, again, is a 1.5 spot because we're actually only turning 1.5 times around in each one of those motions. So as we go through that double turn, you want to spot down the floor and then away from that. Then you want to spot down the floor and then away from that to get through those motions and keeping your balance as best as possible. Let's take that all the way through now, slowly but without stopping. Starting with the prep, we have 5, 6, 7, 8, and prep. 2, 3, and 1. He brings you in here, and 2. Double turn 3, and 3. Double turn 3, and 4. Double turn 3, and 5, 2, 3. Prep 6, 2, 3. Right turn, 2, 3, and 8. 2, 3, and out. All right, now that we have the arm work and the footwork for this, we want to combine the baby doll rolls with our partner. Because of the nature of this pattern, it's highly momentum based. If you try to do piecemeal start and stop on this, you lose a lot of the oomph that's going to help you generate the next turn. So we're going to try and take this all the way through slowly, but without stopping. Starting from our prep step, we have 5, 6, 7, 8, and prep, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 2, 2, 3, and 3, 2, 3, and 4, 2, 3, and 5, 2, 3, and 6, prep, step, and 7, right turn here, and 8, right turn to finish, and out. So we want to do the baby doll rolls one more time with the music, but before we do, since this is our challenge pattern, we're not working this into the greater sequence from Hustle 2, although you can. This can come in immediately after the end of the hip check, just connecting the sequence and looping into the remaining portion of the sequence. Taking this with our partner, though, with the music. tempo before you go will be, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, and prep. 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 2, 2, 3, and 3, 3, and 4, 2, 3, and 5, 2, 3. Now prep, 2, 3, right turn, prep out, 2, 3, and continue the sequence from there. So keep working on that material. As this is our last class, keep an eye on this channel as well as our social media feeds for information about upcoming classes in the future. You can also reach out to us if you have any questions via email at dentiststepsballroom.com. Please make sure you like and subscribe on the channel. It really does help us out here, but otherwise, keep practicing, and I will see you in our next lesson.